Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl MizzTink. That's MICC, not MISS. Yes, and we're here to talk about none other than Love and Hip Hop Hollywood episode 6. And yeah, I got the braids going in. Shout out to my girl T. Of course, I'm gonna put the information at the bottom as always. Shout out to you for doing my hair. But let's go ahead and get into it because I'm tired. I'm just pumping out all these videos. I just got off of work and I got a little buzz before my coffee go down, and I give me a little Z's before I have to do my training. So anyways, like I said, we're here to talk about none other than Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 6. I forgot the name of it, whatever. I'll put in the disclaimer box. So anyways, start off with Scene 1. Princess at Ray J's apartment and doing this extra act and only packing with 4 boxes. Bitch, please, where the fuck you really going? Cute dog, though, at the end of the day. But I don't believe shit you say, Princess, because as it was quoted at the BET Awards last night, you and Ray J are engaged, so I don't believe shit. Really? Okay. She's basically saying while she acting or whatever, doing this extra slow shit, that Ray J done took advantage of her, done took her for granted, like, duh, like, oh my God. And she excited about living her new life and single, girl, whatever. Next we see Hazel Lee basically moving into her new house. Mona done spent some money on renting the house. All right, in the hills. Get it, Mona. Mona got that coin, and she calls Tiara over and tells Tiara, wants to floss and everything, tells Tiara that she got a new job out in Dubai and this is her house, and Tiara like, oh my God, I always want to go to fucking Dubai, like, whatever. And then that's when she goes and tells Tiara all about what happened between Jason Flea and her, and Tiara basically busts out laughing like, bitch, who the fuck busts out laughing at their friends as they get alcohol in their eyes or a drink thrown on them? No, bitch, I'm not laughing at my inner circle, let alone my friends, because they got alcohol thrown in their motherfucking face. You ain't no real friend. But anyways, that's why I don't really care for your ass, you hefty, heavy duty bag looking bitch. I'm just saying. But anyways, next, that's when Hefty tells Hazel Lee about, how Karma is Tiara and what she's doing to Princess and Ray J, how she sent the text message to Ray J about them going to Vegas. And I'm like, Hefty, you look horrible. You look so bitter, like, bitch, you're not just stuffed with heartbreak and emotion and that damn food you keep stuffing in your rabbit ass mouth. You're stuffed with full of trash. That's why I call you Hefty Heavy Duty Bag. I'm just saying. Hefty. And then after that, that's when Hazel Lee basically says, with Tiara pissed, she'll go after that ass. Yeah, bitch, just be glad that Heavy Duty ain't going after your ass. It sounds like she did season 1, Hazel. Alright? Get your coin and do what the fuck you gotta do. That's all I'm saying. Next we see Brandy and Nikki, aka Shay Pomeranian, Miss Plastique, trying to work out. Bitch, I wasn't working out. I was just posing for the camera, whatever. And then that's when Pomeranian basically says to the world in her confessional, her picket fence mouth ain't, really good no more. They've been arguing all the time. They're not at a good place. So instead of her working on her little marriage with her man, she want to be out with her friends. I'm like, bitch, that's all backwards, but whatever. Then that's when Plastique brings up the whole beef with Kamaya, and then Pomeranian starts going on talking, oh, that bitch needs some plastic surgery. Bitch, that wasn't funny. Like, regardless if Kamaya has plastic surgery or not, her titties still look way better and more realistic. Her whole body looks more realistic than your friend Plastique, aka your little sister, you call her. Why you want to be related to her, I don't know. Then she goes on and talks about what Jason Flea did to Hazel, and I agree with Pomeranian. Like, that's some bitch shit, even though she was putting 0 to 100 for no reason, but I do agree with her. That is some bitch shit. Oh yeah, and another thing I like to point out, Pomeranian, why you sitting up here hating on Kamaya? I mean, you don't even know her like that, so why you putting your 2 cents? Bitch, just listen and shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, Kamaya look better than the both of y'all put together anyways, and more realistic at that. Shit. Looking like the spokesperson for Glad. And the spokesperson for Petco. I'm just saying, damn. Anyways, let's go on and press play to the next scene. Miles is doing his video, West Coast, looking all like he ain't gay as he want to be. But I mean, I like the song, I like the beat or whatever. He looking all thuggish, nigga, please, okay. And then the whole time he's supposed to be happy, but he thinking about Milan. And then all of a sudden he does this little long walk like, calling Milan. Milan basically ignores the shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever. All that acting, Mona. You ain't fooling no damn body. He just so happens to look at the phone. Okay, whatever. And then after Milan rejects his call, that's when Miles basically says, you know, he has to handle this stuff with Amber Man before he can, you know, worry about Milan. Says in a confessional, he's going to do couples therapy. I'm like, nigga, are y'all really a couple? I don't think so. So what the hell y'all doing couples therapy? Just some damn therapy would be fine. But then calls Amber Man and says, let's do therapy to talk about it. And of course, Amber Man is jumping for joy because she can't even see that nigga. He don't want you, Amber. He don't want you, girl. But she agrees to it, of course. And then Miles basically says he's going to text her the address and then hangs up the phone and does the still dramatic scene like, shit. I miss too much for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. Next, we see Amber Man meet up with her oh-so-strong two-facial feature ass, but more realistic to a woman's sister, Angel. Amber Man's talking about her whole situation with Angel about Miles and going on about how they was each other Barbie and Ken. I'm like, bitch, if you only knew he wanted Ken, not really Barbie. He dressed your ass. I'm just saying, in the words of James Caldwell, you in my prayers, baby, he did dress your ass. I want you to open up your eyes, stop being like a deer in headlights, better yet, a giraffe in headlights, or caught up in Quagmire's bed off of Family Guy and move the fuck around. And then that's when Angel basically says you need to open up your eyes and talk to him and shit. Yeah, we'll see. Brings up couples therapy, think it's a sign. Girl, no, it's not. It's not. After that, we see Willie from day 26 basically saying he wasn't really honest with Shonda about how the money is going. You know, he's locked into an independent contract. He needs to get out of it because the money's getting all dried up and his album got shelved. I'm like, oh shit. Then he wants to go talk to Screwface, who worked with him day 26. Screwface basically tells him, I could work with you, but before we could do any business, you need to get out of that contract. And that's by law because I ain't got time to deal with the bullshit. So you got to get out of it. You got to do what you got to do, Willie. Get out of that shit. See what you can do. He said you're going to talk to the independent label and we'll see what happens and we go from there. So let's go and press play to the next scene. All right, next we see Pomerania and Plastique getting ready for her little beauty thing. She just so conceited, Plastique. I can't really just deal with her. And I'm like, girl, you ain't doing nothing but be in the face for Glad. And that's Glad Tupperware, girl. Anyways, after that, Jason Flea comes with Kamaya, and right when Jason Flea walks in, that's when Pomeranian basically, you know, has daggers in her eyes for him. And you know, when and the reason why Jason Flea bought Kamaya was just to talk to Miss Plastique and clear the air because, you know, Hollywood is about this small, so she wants to be the bigger person. She was on some grown woman shit. But as soon as they get there, that's when Nikki baby, which I feel, yeah, she should have a problem with Jason Flea, didn't really want to shake his hand. But why the hell is Brandy all turned up? Granted, I understand what he did was wrong, but why are you all turned up? I'm just saying you're doing too much. But anyways, once he starts talking, that's when Brandy chimes in and he calls Brandy a chihuahua, which I was like, damn, why I ain't think about that. Pomeranian goes off, of course, goes off. But that was funny how she called him SpongeBob on steroids. That shit was funny. But I'm like, girl, no, he looks like a busted can of biscuit, the moldy kind, turning colors. But after that, they go back and forth. She throws water at him. And then that's when Kamaya and Nikki starts getting into it. And Kamaya checks Nikki again about get your hand out of my face. And Nikki did that shit. I'm like, you had no reason going off on Kamaya. She was on some grown woman shit. You should have been on some grown woman shit too. They going back and forth, of course. Nobody but Fizz. Then that's when Jason Flea does some little bitch made shit, talking about I'm gonna talk about you in the blogs. I'm like, oh, here we go. That's the only thing you can talk about. Although I agree that nobody should be throwing drinks up in nobody's face, but it is kind of karma. But even in still, but we found out that Hazley basically said something about the relationship with Taj Mowry and Jason Flea. That's why he got mad. But even still, I'm just saying that was still some bitch shit either way. But still, nobody should be throwing drinks in the face. But I couldn't really be mad, but still, I wouldn't do it either. And then, you know, once they separate, they all talking back and forth. Pomeranian and Plastique following behind them looking like a cricket number 11. And, you know, they going back and forth. And I would have fired Nikki ass. No drama at my shit. Bitch, you got to go. You and your Pomeranian, put her in your damn bag. And y'all need to fucking go on with your little plastic ass. I could get some other bitches to model for Glad. I'm just saying. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. All right, so after all that childishness, we see Princess meeting up with the girls April, Crimson Chim, a.k.a. Nia Riley, and I forgot the other girl, Chandra. And they all meeting up at the pool or whatever and talking about it. And Princess puts it out there that, you know, Tierra did do some foul shit and told Ray J about the girls trip. And then says basically she went to Miami with a boyfriend and came back single. And I'm like, yeah, you did. And then basically said, you know, she's over Ray, but she still got some beef with Tierra. And then she said that she invited Tierra to a day party and then invites April and all the girls. And April was like, look, I don't want no drama, but I'll come. And basically Princess said, I can't promise that, because if the bitch look at me wrong or do something wrong, I might have to hit that hoe. And I'm like, well, yeah, she deserve it, because Hefty Bag, you did some bullshit. That was some bitter ass bullshit. Get over it, bitch. Be a grown ass woman and just count your losses and move the fuck around. But you got too much time and energy on your hand to be vindictive to somebody and you claim that you over this nigga. Bitch, please. But yeah, I was all here for it. But let's go and press play to the next scene. Ooh, Mona, bitch, you ain't right. You ain't right. We see Miles going to this church that Mona done set up here and hired because they damn building fund was about to be up and the damn church doors going to be closed. Miles doing all this extra acting and praying, but I felt bad for him when he said he was worried about how people ain't going to love him, because, you know, it'd be like that when you come out, but still, Mona, you know you ain't right, girl. But, you know, he praying and doing all of this stuff, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, where the pastor at? You see, there wasn't nobody in that damn thing. Mona, you ain't fooling no damn body. I'm telling you, that church going out of business, y'all. That's why the pastor signed on the dotted line. But, you know, Miles basically praying. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused. And, you know, once he tells Amber, he's going to tell the whole world. But I'm like, nigga, you are on TV. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene, because that's going to be something to talk about in the next episode. After that, we see Sandra and Willie again, you know, dropping off their kids, and then they start talking, and Sandra wants Willie to be a little bit more honest with her. Willie basically tells her, you know, I have a deal with Screwface, but, you know, first Sandra all happy, and then once he tells her to, you know, hey, I haven't finished yet, tells her the real tea, she gets all mad. I'm like, bitch, you tripping. You know, you need to listen to your man. But she's so hell-bent about getting back on the pole, talking about I ain't a regular bitch, and we don't need regular money. She can't work a regular job. Bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? Plenty of people work regular jobs, bitch. You just so hell-bent on being on the fucking pole. Come on now. I understand I pole dance, but bitch, I got a regular fucking job. So don't even do it. You just addicted to that lifestyle. That's all it is. And again, like James Caldwell said, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That's all I'm going to say. But anyways, let's go ahead and press play to the next scene before I go off on her. Because girl, please. All right, next we see Princess and Tierra talking at the damn day party that goes from, oh, we're not friends because Moniece lit the fire or whatever, to them about to fight or whatever. Princess basically bucks at, I think she hit her. I wanted her to hit her. At Tierra backs up like, bitch, what the fuck? Da, da, da. And then that's when Moniece wants to throw the damn drink. Moniece, you had no reason to get into that. That had nothing to fucking do with you. I can't wait. I hope Princess keeps her promise and get in both of y'all asses. And then for the rest of you girls, April, Crimson Chin, and Sandra, y'all ain't shit too, because y'all left her out there too. But Princess was about that life. And I think if Princess would have got to Tierra ass, she would have gotten her ass. I'm just saying. I hope she gets both of them, because I understand standing up for your friend, but you knew Tierra was wrong, so you shouldn't have done that. I'm just saying, that's in my eyes. I would stand up for my friend too, but when I know you wrong, bitch, you got to deal with your own battles. It is what it is. So after that, they go back and forth. She calls her a hippo. I might have died. Said, bitches, you too fat. You a hippo. You ain't even gonna have time to get to me. I said, oh my God. Bitch, she called her a hippo and fat, but you know that struck a nerve, Tierra. But anyways, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, Princess, get that bitch. And another thing I want to add, Moniece, where the hell is your child? You need to be worried about your Uncle Rich with his old one step from having a stroke looking ass with that old powder sperm he be toting, and your damn son, like your mama said. Instead of you worrying about Tierra's bullshit that she got into, you need to be worried about taking care of your son and your relationship. I'm just saying. Damn. But anyway, it's gonna press play to the next scene. And after Tierra shows her ass and tries to spit on Princess, or did spit on Princess, which bitch, you gets no respect from me on that one. That was a low. We see Willie talking to Harry, basically how to get out of his contract, because, you know, shit ain't going right. And Willie basically says, look, I done met with some other people that want to do some stuff with me. And Harry talking about, well, can we work with, he was like, no, it's just artist to manager. They don't want no middleman. And basically Harry gives him a runaround, but ultimately says no. Anyways, so I'm gonna press play to the next scene. So next we see Miles at the damn therapist. Basically, he's about to come out to Amber. He doesn't know what to say. He's all emotional. I felt them tears, even though I didn't see not one drop, but I felt his emotion. Amber's his high school sweetheart, his best friend, and he doesn't know if he's gonna hurt her. Well, of course he's going to hurt her because he's been leading her on. And that's when the therapist basically says, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow because she's been there. She loves you. And next we see Amber Man getting out the car with the ponytail or whatever. And then that's how it goes off. And I'm like, Mona, please, why would you do us like that? But next week is going to be good. And that PSA service announcement, I ain't trust that because Mona Scott is a damn dementor. She might mean some good, but I still don't trust that ass. But anyways, that's the end of my damn review. That's my Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 3 or 4. Like, like, comment, subscribe, and share, please, y'all. Still check out my sister's website, too, and this one and all the other ones I'm going to put at the end. And, again, the name is MizzTink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. Yup. And, again, the show is Naturalpolesista TV. All right, y'all. Be blessed.